Previously on Spenelli Speaks.
But I mean, who doesn't need more books?
Hi everyone, Dani here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you all are doing well. If you are new here, welcome, as well as anyone who has been here before. It is nice to see you again. And as you can tell from the thumbnail, I have another haul to show you. This is going to be my fall haul, and quite frankly it might be the last haul of the year. I may do another haul in January to see if I got anything, you know, over the holidays, which I usually do, so I'll be very excited to show you that. But anywho, let's talk about the books I have for today. Now, this again is an accumulation of a couple of different runs to thrift stores, a library book sale, as well as some gifted books. So let's start with that library book sale that you may have seen in my vlog, but I'll quickly run through these in case you missed that. So all of these books, if they were trade size or hardcover, they were $1, and if they were mass market paperbacks, they were 50 cents. So all of the books I'm about to show you were $12.50. The first being this fiction novel, The Tragedy of Arthur. It sounds like it's about a novelist who has a con artist father and kind of dealing with that struggle in life. So I picked that up. It really just looked interesting, and quite frankly, I think the reason why I picked it up is because I always think about King Arthur, which I think is a little bit of the play on we're having here, but also it looks like it's going off of like a Shakespeare play, so, or a Shakespeare character. Then we picked up The 19th Wife. I saw this somewhere on BookTube, and when I saw it there for $1, I figured I might as well pick it up, and if I like it, great. If not, it'll go into a little free library. Looks like it's a historical fiction based in the Mormon community. Then I picked up The Complete Stories of Flannery O'Connor. Obviously, a lot of my BookTube friends just gush over her writing, so I thought it's high time for me to pick it up myself, and for $1 in this kind of condition, you can't say no. So I picked up that as well. Then I picked up Accordion Crimes, hardcover, hardly even used. I mean, it doesn't even look like anyone read this. Not sure if I will keep this or gift it, but I know I own the shipping news, and I thought, maybe if I get another book by the author, I'll actually read one of them. So again, hardcover, still only just $1. Then the find of the hardcover day is Donna Tartt's The Goldfinch. Now look at this book, mint condition. I don't even think they actually opened it up, but for $1, I stole this from the library book sale. I'm really excited. I've really been wanting to read this book, but just haven't gotten my hands on it. I've seen it at a couple of thrift stores, but for way too high of what I consider my price range. So when I saw it for $1, I couldn't help myself. I had to pick it up. So I may be reading that this next year because I've really wanted to. Now I have two last dollar books that I actually picked up for a friend, and that is Death of a Busybody, so it's like a little cozy mystery, and then Murder of a Lady, which is a Scottish mystery, but again, cozy mystery in nature. The rest of the books that I have here from that library book sale are all the 50-cent books, and I'm super thrilled about a lot of them because, as you know, if you follow my channel, I really do like to pick up classics. So I have quite a few here. The first being Pride and Prejudice. I thought I had this, but I guess not. So I'm really excited because I'm almost finished or have a complete collection of all of her work, the 6/7 of her novels. I think the only one I'm missing now is Emma, because I also found Mansfield Park, and I just love these old editions. Like, it's so cool to see what publishing houses thought was going to be a good cover. This one really looks like it's from the 70s, which is great. We also found another classic by John Steinbeck, Canary Row. I'm currently reading Grapes of Wrath right now and had recently read East of Eden. So when I saw this, even though it's a little bit banged up, I had to get it. I also got a Hemingway. We have The Sun Also Rises. So all those were 50 cents. I also have been looking for Watership Down and found it. I actually found two different paperback copies, but this was the better of the two. Really great condition, so I was happy to find that. Now these next 6 books from the library book sale, I was super thrilled about because I have been collecting this author's work and I got 6 of them all in one place, all for 50 cents each. So I got C.S. Lewis's Miracles, C.S. Lewis's The Great Divorce, C.S. Lewis's Abolition of Man. I also got C.S. Lewis's Out of the Silent Planet, Prelandria, and That Hideous Strength, which is the trilogy, the space trilogy, that I recently read with a bunch of friends on BookTube. So for $6, I got, or excuse me, $3, I got 6 of Lewis's work. So I'm really excited to continue to own the majority of his collections. Now, over the course of time, I visit thrift stores. So the next bunches of books are basically just that is when I've gone to thrift stores and picked up a few books. So the last time I was in Bethesda, I was kind of going through their nonfiction section and I found this book. It's called The House of Sugar Beach, In Search of a Lost African Childhood by Helene Cooper. And I just really was drawn to the photograph. I love when they use these old photographs. And I read the back a little bit. And it's about Helene Cooper, who grew up in a world of privilege and prestige among the Congo class. She lived with her parents and foster sister. And then it goes on to talk about her discovery. She became a journalist and just kind of looking into the history and of Liberia and the trauma there. And it just really sounded very interesting. So I wanted to pick it up. It was only 99 cents. So yeah, I thought what a great book to add to my nonfiction collection that I really need to get on reading. And even though it's Nonfiction November, I think I've only read one nonfiction book. Also at Bethesda, I found another Mitch Albom. If you follow me, you know he's one of my favorite authors. And this one is Finding, I think it's Chica is the name. There's a sticker here. A little girl, an earthquake, and the making of a family. I love his writing, so I never even look at the back. I just know if it's his author, he's an automatic buy. I will just buy whatever he has. I think he has a new book out now too. I just love his work. So I was excited to pick that up for 99 cents. Now, when Laura was in town back in, I think it was September, we picked up a few books around town and we went to this tent sale of this family that sells books, which is really great. And I found a bunch of different things. As you know, I do like Richard Paul Evans. He does a lot of Christmas books, and this one is The Letter, and I think I got this for $1. I think everything that was hardcover trade size was $1, and then I think the paperback were 50 cents as well. So I found this one, and again, he's another auto buy. So I love these little hardcover books too. Like there's these little ones. I don't know if you're familiar, but these two authors, like, they're auto buys for me, and I just love these editions. They're just great. So I got that for $1. I also got the autobiography of Henry VIII with notes by his fool, Will Summers. And it's a signed copy, which I'm really excited about because I don't know, I've had this obsession with Henry VIII the last year or so. So I've been reading a lot of fiction. So I'm really excited to have some nonfiction. I have another book that he is a big piece of too. I can't remember what it's called. It might be The Wives of Henry VIII. So I'm excited to have this, which is really awesome. At that same tent sale, I found Balzac and the Little Chinese Seamstress. I swear I saw this somewhere on BookTube maybe a year or so ago, and someone was really saying it was a great book. For $1, I figure I might as well just pick it up and see what it's all about. It's in mint condition. I don't think anybody's ever read it, so I picked that up. And isn't that really just a really nice cover? It's just so abstract, like it just makes you want to read it. I also found Avalon, which again, it's one of those things that I've been really interested in. I have Mists of Avalon and I really should read that because like it's been sitting on my shelf forever and it was supposed to be read this year and I really haven't gotten to it. So I bought this, again, $1, you can't say no. Then we stopped at this little hole in the wall bookstore that I've never been in, even though it's literally within walking distance of my house. I didn't know it was there, but literally you walk in and you just feel like everything is going to fall on you because there's so much in there. And I got a couple of books, and I think I got them for $1 each, which usually little mass markets like this, like they're tiny. I wouldn't usually pay $1, but the little old guy that was there, I really didn't mind, and it's still under my budget. So I found A Short History of 20th Century England, 1868 to 1962. So these are like called mentor books. And I was like, what is this? I had to have it and see what it's all about. It's got pictures and stuff in it, but I think it's basically just explaining those years and like what's going on, but in a very... like who is writing it is kind of putting their twist on it, I think. So I have that one. Then I also have The Dynamics of Soviet Society. So again, another mentor book, sprayed edges. But again, this is about the Soviet Union. So I thought that was really interesting. I was just really thrilled because I've never seen books like this. So I was really interested. Then I have Russia and America, Dangers and Prospects. Again, this is another one of those mentor books. One of the most important books ever published in the field of foreign affairs. So I had to have it. I just was blown away by seeing these like little books. I've never seen books like this before. Then we have Russia, Its Past and Present. An authoritative analysis of Russian aims. So again, another mentor book. I can't get over these books. Aren't they crazy looking? Like, I was really excited to find these, and hopefully someday I will take a look at what they have inside. Then I also found a play, American Graffiti, and I was kind of excited to get this because I've never seen the film, and this has actual photos from the film, and I know it's like a really big deal, the film. So I thought I might as well pick it up and see what that's all about. And I really love the artwork that came from the film. So yeah, I love it. I love it. So I picked that up, and this was actually 50 cents. So that was really cool. Then lastly, this is the last pile, I swear. I was gifted a few books by my good friend Laura at Book Bubbler. She gave me a few children's books and then one adult book that she had that she didn't have anymore or didn't want anymore, so she gifted them to me. So we have The Amazing Bone, which I feel like I have seen this sometime in my life, but I can't quite place it. The illustrations look very familiar. So if you've read this, let me know. It's really interesting. This little pig finds a bone that talks, and yeah, so that looked really interesting. So I decided to take that home with me since I'm collecting children's books now. I also received from her Frog and the Toad All Year, which I love Frog and the Toad. And this is one of those I can read books, so it's meant for children as they're starting to learn to read. I just remember loving Frog and the Toad, so I was really happy to have that for myself as well. And then as a pre-baby gift, she is so sweet. She got me these little golden books, but she got me Jurassic Park. Isn't that so cute? I love Jurassic Park. I never would have imagined that they would have had a Jurassic Park golden book. That is amazing. So thank you so much, Laura. This was just awesome. Then because there's this little inside joke that she has with me because I told her something that happened. I did not realize that narwhals were real. I really thought that they were fake because of all these people making these, like, you know, little cartoon narwhals. I thought they were like a fantasy animal. I don't know, until I read World of Wonders this past year, and there was a essay in there about narwhals, and I was like, this is supposed to be nonfiction. And then so I looked it up on the internet, and I was like, oh, narwhals are a real thing. So she got me this book called I'm a Narwhal. So my future children will always know that narwhals are real. And then she also gifted me this really beautiful coloring book. So it's a Jane Austen coloring book, like an adult coloring book. And it's got some of the most beautiful illustrations in here with some writing that are just awesome. I just love it. So I had to take that off of her hands since she did not want it or need it, more or less. And then lastly, she gifted me Ghost Bride. I loved Night Tiger that I read earlier this year, and she had this, and she had her own copy, so she gifted me this one. And isn't this cover just beautiful? I usually don't like people on covers, but this is really cool. I mean, maybe someday I could do the little thing. I'd have to like set it, be like, look at that. So anywho, that's the last book in my fall haul. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for joining me. Have you read any of these books? Do you find them when you go out thrifting? Have any of them, are they books that you haven't seen? So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a like and subscribe. And until next time, I hope you're all taking care, staying, and as always, you know how it goes. Happy reading. Bye.